friends, this is the Miss Wolfie from our Half Acre Homestead, and today we are canning maple glazed carrots. Here's our pressure canner with the recommended amount of water in the bottom with the rack. Our lids have been washed, rinsed, and are in a bowl of hot tap water, and there's our rings. Now what you're going to need is carrots. Now folks, if your carrots, ideally you would use those baby carrots, but if you're using bigger ones, don't make them any longer than 3 inches, and if they're big, cut them in half. If they're really big, cut them lengthwise in quarters, okay? You're going to need 2 cups of sugar. I'm using organic cane sugar. 2 cups of water, so basically a simple syrup, and 1 cup of, you guessed it, Homestead real maple syrup. Now first things first, we want to start our syrup. So in goes our 2 cups of water, our 2 cups of sugar, and our 1 cup of maple syrup. And I'm going to dip that in the water, make sure I get it all. And we're just going to cook this until the sugar dissolves and our syrup is hot. In the meantime, I've washed, rinsed, and sterilized my jars. So when our syrup's ready, we'll be back. I'm going to get my jars organized. Now while my syrup is heating up, I'm just going to start filling my jars with carrots. One of the things, see, I'm not a big fan of canned carrots, so I've been looking for alternative recipes. Just for the simple reason is I just am not a fan of canned carrots. But this recipe is a tweak on the recipe for glazed carrots in the Blue Ball, or the Ball Blue Book, whatever, that canning book that I don't own. This is a variation of it. They use brown sugar and orange juice. But I'm a Canadian girl, and well, everything's better with maple syrup. Since I'm only going to do about 7 jars, I've got my smaller canner over there. I don't know why I had the big one set up. It's just force of habit, I guess. So we're going to continue to fill these jars to 1 inch from the top. You pack them good in there, folks, because the more carrots you have, the less syrup you need to fill the spaces. Okay, our wonderful simple syrup with maple syrup is ready, and I'm just going to stuff this carrot down here, and I'm just going to take my pot and I'm going to fill it to 1 inch from the top. I should have made more syrup. And then I'm going to debubble, and always take a damp clean cloth or paper towel and wipe the rims of your jars. Clean lid, on, and into the pressure canner that goes. So when I have these all done in the canner, we'll be back. Okay, so here are our maple glazed carrots in the canner. Now, I had to do a double recipe of the simple syrup. So it was 4 cups of sugar, 4 cups of water, and 2 cups of maple syrup. They're in the canner. On goes the lid. And as soon as this starts to vent a steady stream of steam, we will time it for 10 minutes. Okay, our canner's been venting a steady stream of steam for 10 minutes. Now we're going to put our 10-pound weight on. Whoops. As soon as this starts to jiggle, we are going to start our timer for 30 minutes. Okay, our timer has gone off. We're just going to shut our canner off, and we're going to let it cool down naturally. You don't jiggle it, you don't immerse it in cold water, and you do not try and open it until it is warm enough or cool enough to be able to be touched. Alright, so when this cools down, we'll be back. Okay, so our canner is cooled down enough. You can tell by this little tab gone down. and no steam came out when I took the weight off. So it's cooled down enough for us to open, but folks, always, 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 it's still hot, so open it away from you so that you don't get a face full of steam. And there it is, folks. 7 pints of maple carrots. Come Thanksgiving or Christmas when I want a special treat, I'm just going to butter a casserole dish and pour some of this in and then pour the juice right over top. And if you don't use all the juice, you can still keep it for pancakes. This is the Miss Wolfie from our half-acre homestead saying, if you don't like carrots, can maple glazed carrots. Take care. God bless.